some details on the wheels and fitment. I know I'm going to have 1,000,001 questions. Tyre size is 225 45 17, same as before. These are the old wheels. They're 7 by 7.5 by 17 ET32 front and rear. They also had, whether you can see very well, I don't know, but 25mm 50114.3 as in jack wheel fitment bolt-on spacers with a 10mm slip-on spacer either side, this on the front. The current wheels are 9 by 17 ET30, I think it's 36 or 34 on the front, can't remember, one of the two. So slightly higher offset, I think it's 36. 9 by 17 ET36 on the front with, yeah, like I said, 50 mils worth of space, no, 45 mils worth of spacer. So if my sums are right, that's like ET minus, no, minus something. What did I say it was? 36. It's negative offset anyway. And it's still, you know, there's room. I could go further if I needed to. You could pull these out more too. You could go fucking mental if you wanted to. I mean, I haven't touched the arch roller at all. The lips have already rolled back from previous owner, but you could go fucking way more. You could, look at that, just by pulling it, I could fucking, yeah. So if you wanted to, you could go bonkers, because this is, I had no idea about Volvo wheel fitment, but turns out it's fucking mental. On the back, the wheels are 9 by 17 again, ET38, because I usually prefer a wider track on the front anyway, because of, well, with drifting at least, because of clearance on lock mostly, and it just tends to feel a bit better. There's a twin calipers, look. But yeah, this just has the single 25mm spacer. So yeah, front track is actually a fair bit wider than rear, which suits me just fine. But again, fitment, don't feel like, it feels like these are pretty fucking solid, so I don't think you'll be able to flare these too much. But again, if you wanted to, there's another inch. I didn't even look at the inner clearance, but there's enough. So yeah, fucking, there's your answer. Good times. If you want some stancy shit and dishy wheels, I think a Volvo's the one to buy. Don't know why I'm bothering, but it's bugging me that much that I'm sort of covering all bases, because I know they're trying to say, oh, it's your coil's fault or something. So yeah, as well as changing to that second known good rev limiter, I've also gone back to a standard coil, and I've completely redone the wiring just as a temporary measure engine bay job, and even got the fucking multimeter out to double check that it's grounding properly and you're getting 12 volts power to everything switched and fucking everything. And lo and behold, exactly like before, with the coilless on the car and the brand new one that I bought, brand new rev limiter that is, if you've got live plugged in to the coil, the switch live, which is what the instructions say you generally would do, it won't even start. It's got fuel but no spark and won't start. If you take it out and put it as a switch live from elsewhere, like that, it starts. You can adjust all the functions on this, but does it cut either rev limiter or launch control? Does it? Bollocks. Nothing still. But I've checked everything, it's known working. So it's got to be, they're knackered. I don't know, are they both knackered? I mean, there's nothing else can be. It's a basic single coil to a distributor, nothing fancy engine at all. So why don't these work? yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. I've double checked everything on this. I changed it to soft cut to hard cut. I've put the rev limit down to like really low, like 4,000, and rev way beyond that. I put the launch control to like 2,000 and it rev way beyond that. Nothing, just nothing, doesn't work. That is just for sure. I'm probably now actually, even though it feels like I'm wasting my fucking time, gonna wire the brand new one back to these checked with the multimeter wires, just to prove to myself that wow, they don't fucking work. Because that is it, that's literally the last check it can be done, and then all it can be is either, for some bizarre reason, these aren't compatible with these engine setups, which I'm sure isn't true because I've seen these fitted to these, or there's something wrong with both boxes, which is my guess at the moment. Yeah, this is all correct. So negative to negative, nothing at the moment to positive apart from the positive thing to start the car, but don't work. Can't seem surprised, but I've wired in the brand new rev limiter into this makeshift engine bay setup, which I've used just to test it with a multimeter and so on, and to rule out any wiring problems, even though it's fairly sure it's perfect anyway. Obviously using the old coil, so you can't blame the new coil. And with this set, again, I set it to hard cut. I set it to, well, I set it soft and hard, it made no difference. I set the rev limit to 3,000 RPM, and lo and behold, you start the car, you rev it, it revs right the way through to like 4.5, and probably further, but obviously I let off once I knew it weren't working. That was it. So yeah, fucked. Really pissed off, to be fair, because I'd like to use it, but it don't work. Neither of them. So that's what, 150 quid odd down the pan so far, the new one and the used one. So yeah, good times. It's super late. It's about fucking midnight on a Saturday night, and I've got about half hour tidying up left to do, and then probably half hour to drive back, because I've got I'm not going to be rushing because I've got wheels and stuff to carry home. So yeah, I'm off. Hope you enjoyed this video, and see you next time.